At Dakota Discount.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers is a trusted real estate advisor in the Black Hills. She brings precision, dedication, and clear communication to every transaction. Melissa focuses on service, not sales, always putting her clients first. She's also passionate about supporting local youth activities, helping to strengthen communities and build a brighter future for our kids. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Melissa is here to guide you every step of the way. Stop in or call Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
For 125 years, Security First Bank has been the bank, a dependable fixture of the community and innovators of what comes next. As we celebrate our history, we remain committed to your dreams with dedicated and driven people, expertise, and attention. Because when you're the bank, you're driven by the people who are your customers, neighbors, and friends. And that's been our commitment since 1898. Security First Bank. We're the bank.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
The big Danny Meno discounts are back at Danny Meno Rapid Chevrolet. Shop over 130 new Chevys in stock now. SUVs like Equinox, Blazer, Tahoe, and more. Save up to $3,250 off MSRP on a new 24 Equinox LT, now $28,840. Or get financing as low as 1.9% APR and make no payments for 90 days. We're offering top dollar for all trades. See us at Danny Meno Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMenoRapidChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive. We're closing out all remaining new 2024 Hondas at Danny Meno Rushmore Honda. While selections last, we're offering 0% APR financing on new 2024s. You heard that right. 0% financing on new Hondas. Choose from Accords, Accord Hybrids, Ridgelines, and Odysseys, all with 0% financing. We haven't made an offer this big in several years. But don't wait. This 0% offer is only good while selections last. See us at Danny Meno Rushmore Honda or at RushmoreHonda.com.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show with big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. and stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Welcome to Carroll Higher Gymnasium. It's Military Appreciation Night here at this Class AA Girls Volleyball contest featuring the visiting Sturgis Scoopers and the home team, the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. The Scoopers come into this one with a 2024 record of 6-21, currently sitting 19th in the AA ranks with 36.63 seed points. They are coming off a 2023 campaign where they went 5-25, so the Scoopers already have shown improvement with some games still remaining this season. The Raiders are coming in after a long, tough weekend, that East-West battle where they play 5 East River ESD schools. Their current record is 20-13, currently number 11 in the AA standings. And they have amassed 41.03 seed points. And the Raiders look to get another win here tonight against a young but improving Sturgis team. I was able to catch a little bit of the Sturgis Rapid City Christian match, and it was a good one. And so here on Military Appreciation Night, the Raiders are donning the OD Green T-shirts in honor of all those who are currently serving and those who have served in the past and those of their classmates that plan to serve. So great sentiment there by Raider Volleyball. As soon as the commemoration and the intros and those things start, we will try to switch over mics the best we can to pick up the public address announcer, Jason Hafner, one of the best in the biz. So with that, we'll come back in 30 and take you to the intros here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. You're following Raider Volleyball on GoRaidersLive.com.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Carroll Higher Gymnasium for tonight's volleyball match between the visiting Sturgis Scoopers and your Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Both schools are members of the South Dakota High School Activities Association, who have adopted the rules under which the match is conducted. A strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this activity's success. We encourage you to cheer for your favorite team during tonight's match. At the same time, please demonstrate the respect you would like to be shown as visitors on their campus. Unruly, threatening, or obscene behavior will not be condoned at tonight's game. Thank you for your cooperation. Introducing first, the visiting Sturgis Scoopers. Sophomore, number 1, Danica Deschamps. A junior, number 4, McKenna LeBeau. Senior, number 8, Emmy Sargent. A freshman, number 10, Piper Ratch. Junior, number 16, Ellie Storm. Sophomore, number 22, Olivia Gleam. And at the libero position tonight, junior, number 3, Hayden Larson. Head coach of the Scoopers, Timmy Lewis. Now the starters for your Stevens Raiders. Sophomore number 2, Reagan Broderick. Senior number 3, Sydney Wathen. Junior number 5, Avery Krause. Senior number 10, Brianna Brewer. Junior number 11, Aspen Montague. 14, Kendall Beer. And at the libero position tonight, junior, number 1, Macy Davis. Wing assistant coaches, Riley Roy, Michelle Orline, Emily Coolish, and Tessa Walter. Head coach of the Raiders, Lindsay Montague. Your officials for tonight's match are Lori Whiting and Brett Listow. Line judges, John Weber and Alex Hammond. These officials are licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and hired by mutual consent of both schools. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. We remind all in attendance that proper respect is to face the flag, remove your hat or cap, and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform may salute the flag. Please rise for the presentation of colors by the South Dakota Army National Guard and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, we want to thank Sergeant First Class Lynn Waldy and the South Dakota Army National Guard for presenting the colors tonight. Also want to give a shout out to Ann Deckard and the amazing Stevens Choir that came and gave that beautiful rendition of our Star Spangled Banner. At the beginning of the night, the Raider starters either passed out or threw out commemorative t-shirts for this night. And so we are set to go here with, looks like first service is going to the Raiders. And that usually means, yes, number 11, junior setter Aspen Montague will get things started for the Raiders. Set 1, Class AA Girls Volleyball. Stevens hosting Sturgis. That one's rolled over by number 1 to Shock. She had a nice game against Christian. Avery Krause puts one over in a dump there. Looked like Reagan Broderick, number 2, Reagan the Regulator. Broderick went up to joust. No one was around, so she just did a dump, and it's 1-0 Raiders. Montague, little running jumper. It's a good one. Handled there. Good set by number 4, LeBeau. But that hit attempt by number 12, it looks like. Oh, excuse me, that's number 22, a 6'1 sophomore, Olivia Vleem, that just mistimed a little bit, went into the net. Nice pass from libero Larson, and that kill is just wide. Kill attempt, excuse me, just wide by DeShock. Nice set there by LeBeau, and Mishak had good height, got on the top of the ball, just hit it a little wide. Set to Shock again. She just rolls this one over. A diving Sid Squish Wathan gets there. Macy May Davis just has to get it over. Raiders free ball and then recycle the point. A block, but it's out. Just wide on the Sturgis side of the floor on the near sideline. So good start for the Raiders. And back to serve for the Scoopers will go number 1, the sophomore, Danica DeShaw. Up official Brett Distel gets some things rearranged, and we're set to go to Shock. Little jump serve. It's a good one. Handled by Wathan. Montague quick set to Broderick off the bump attempt there, dig attempt by LeBeau, who the setter was kind of caught going to her position, had to play the ball out of bounds, and back to serve for the Raiders is senior number 3, Sid Squish Wathan, and she drives one deep, and an ace. It was deep to the back. Scooper number 16 thought about letting it go, but Squish has that top spin quality, that redeeming quality for a serve in volleyball, that it makes it hard to just let that one go. Drives another one deep and another one that drops, and this time Storm handles it. Rolled over, no, hit it in the net, but they say block. And that one was mishit by number 10, Piper Ratch. Looked like she was going to try to do a jump set to Vleem, and it is errant there and goes into the net. 6-1 Raiders. Sid Squish Wathan, little running jumper. It's another good one. Deep, played up, tracked down nicely by Larson. Great hustle. Free ball Raiders. Roderick, Montague, Macy May Davis, and that's a kill off the block touch of Vleem. And LeBeau, the junior setter, just couldn't get there. And Avery Aves Krause got up on that one. Wathan drives one and hits the top of the net. Vleem with the kill attempt. And Davis hit it up, tried to keep it alive for Wathan. The lines judge had nowhere to go but try to move, and that was well into the stands. Good point for the and kill for the Scoopers. Back to serve for them is number 6, Leah Long. Brewer goes up, kill attempt. It's handled by Long. Just tapped over. Montague dives. Wathan keeps it up. Brewer just with a kill. And that's going to hit the line. I was blocked out of view by Larson, the libero. And that's in on the far side. Down the line, Brewer. Senior number 10, Bree Brewer with the kill. Now back to serve for the Raiders. Sophomore number 2, Reagan Broderick. She drives one again deep. Raider plan must be to drive the Scoopers deep. Into the Raiders lineup now is Kendall Beer. Raiders turned away. Wathan with the set to Krause. Krause turned back. Montague. Back row hit by Sid Squish Wathan. LeBeau. It's off the block touch. Montague set to Brewer. Brewer kill. Good job by the Raiders. They had to recycle a couple of those points because of the blocks, and they did. They stayed persistent. And when Montague had a set-in system, she could have gone back behind her to the middle to Broderick. She went wide to the pin, the far pin, and kill Brewer. Broderick behind the line to serve again. The sophomore. Middle. Drives one, and that's too hot to handle. Both Larson and Long went down for it, and just perfectly placed right in between them in the seam. Broderick goes back to serve. She'll start at the letters. Little walk up, and that's another dropped one in, another serve. That's an ace. So after going deep, Broderick, with great control on the service, goes short. And another ace for the Raiders. It's 11-2 on Military Appreciation Night. You're following Raider Volleyball on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv. We'll be back after these words from the sponsors.
Winter is just around the corner, and Danny Menold Toyota has the right cars and trucks to handle it right here in Rapid City. Like a new 2024 Tundra, we've got 30 here and inbound, with financing as low as 1.99% APR or a $2,000 factory rebate. Take advantage of low lease payments on new 4x4 trucks and SUVs and new all-wheel drive cars, including Camry. Find your new Toyota right here at Danny Menold Toyota or DannyMenoldToyota.com.
We're back coming out of the timeout by the Scoopers and head coach Timmy Lewis. First-year head coach for the Raiders, Lindsay Montague, has to be happy with this start, but you can bet she said, let's not be content here. Broderick, the sophomore, drives another good serve, handled nicely this time by Long. Set to number 8, Sargent. Raiders handle that. Montague, Brewer, kill. She got on top of that one and just put it down right in the middle there, no one there, and drove the Bodden label into the court there. Nice job by Brewer. Great set by Montague. She's been really active tonight. Great to see her very involved here. Broderick behind the line, 12-2 Raiders. Another long serve driven. Handled by Long. Out of system, they just have to free ball. Montague has to set up. Wathen sets Brewer. This time it's wide. Side out for the Scoopers. Davis will come back in for the Raiders as libero, and behind the service line for the Scoopers is number 22 sophomore Olivia Vleem. She does a nice serve, handled by the Sid Squish Wathen. Kraus puts it down, but it's turned back by a combination block of number 16 Storm and number 8 Sargent. Scoopers 4, Raiders 12. Vleem behind the line. She'll walk, a little jumper, and handled by Davis close to the net. Broderick just has to tip it over. And no, that wasn't Broderick. That was great reaction by number 17, Kendall Beer, who's playing the middle now. Just timed that well, was very close to the net. The set was also, and just timed very well there by Beer to push that one over. Avery Aves Kraus now, the junior, number 5 with the serve. Good one down the line. Handled there. Pass set by number 12. I don't have a name on that one. Montague. Brewer off the block touch, handled by Long. Another back set 12. Off the antenna, and both flags go waving, and that's going to be a side out and point to the Raiders. Kill attempt there was number 16, Ellie Storm. We will try to track down number 12's name for the Scoopers. If anybody out there knows what it is, they can help us out. Be great. Avery Aves Kraus, little jumper. Good serve, deep. Little miscommunication there between Storm and Long. Another ace for the Raiders. 15-4. Set 1 on Military Appreciation Night here at Carroll Higher. Great student section for the Raiders. Kraus goes into the net. And she'll be subbed out. Coming in for Kraus will be number 7, junior. Josie Williamson will play the back row to try to get the Raiders a side out. Larson with the serve. It's a short one. Wathen, Sid Squish Wathen handles it. Quick set to Beer. Dive, tip over. Davis is there. No, we're going to call in the net by the Scoopers. A great dive to get that ball up by Larson. And Storm tried to push it over. She was in the net. 16-5 Raiders. Senior. Number 10, Brianna Bree Brewer with the serve. It's a good one, handled by Long. DeShock with the kill attempt. Davis is there. Montague, back set, Brewer, and a kill. Sturgis thought that was going out, and it had that top spin on it and falls down. Oh, no, they're going to call that out. Some confusion here. So, some confusion here, and maybe I was looking at the wrong line there, but we'll go. Williams with the nice pass. Back set to Brewer. Played up by Storm. Larson keeps it alive. Sid Squishwathan, kill attempt. Storm is there. Set by number 12, DeShock, and that's out. Side out to the Raiders. They lead 17-6. Libero, number 1, junior, Macy May Davis, wearing the pink cancer awareness jersey to set herself apart as the libero. Broderick, quick set, has to just get tapped over by Montague. Montague didn't plan to do a second touch kill attempt, had to, and just caught the Scoopers off guard. She clearly had intentions to quick set Broderick there. Davis drives one. Good serve. Handled. Storm to DeShock. DeShock rolls it nicely. Davis is there. Brewer sets up. Sid Squishwathan on the run, and just long. So great job of the Raiders, and Sid Squishwathan getting a quality set off of a pass as we're able to get that to Montague. Number 4, McKenna LeBeau, the junior setter, serves for the Scoopers. It's a good one. Williamson handles it, but it's close to the net, and Montague can't dig it out of there. So good serve there by junior. Number 4, McKenna LeBeau for the Scoopers. It's 18-8. LeBeau steps back behind the line again here for the Scoopers. She has a good little serve. Drives another one deep. Brewer handles it. Montague, and just has to be pushed over by Wathan. Davis just has to go free ball for the Scoopers. Tapped over. Raider back set. Brewer, and Vleen block touches it, keeps it alive. Just has to be passed over by number 10, Piper Ratch. Quick set, Broderick, tip. DeShock's there. Set back to DeShock. Kill attempt. Williams is there. Running set by Montague. Kill off the block touch for Sid Squishwathan, the senior, number 3. The Squishter, the volleyball sister, puts the Raiders up 19-8 here, set 1 on Military Appreciation Night. Certainly want to thank all of those who are currently serving, those that have served, and those of you out there that plan to serve. Thank you so much for your service to our country. Montague, quick set, Broderick. She has to double. Snap that one. Tried to go deep and push it. Vleem with the kill. Vleem did a nice job at just hanging at the net, and the ball came her way. She put it away at 6-1. Nice kill by the sophomore, Olivia Vleem. DeShock, the sophomore, will go behind the line for the Scoopers. Good jump serve by her. Davis handles it. Pass set. And rolled over by, that's Raider number 15. And I don't have a name for 15, but we'll try to get that. Kill attempt by Sargent, turned away. Good back set by Montague. Sid Squishwathan rolls it over, handled by the Scoopers. Montague, quick set, Broderick. This time she hits it, but right there is Vleem, the 6-1 block. Not able to hit around it. 20-10. Scoopers, Raiders first to 20 in this one. We're going to do our best to try to track down some numbers on the SDHSAA website here. Good service there by Long. Montague, Brewer, kill. Junior setter Aspen Montague and senior hitter and all-around player Bree Brewer are really in sync tonight. Good to see. I'm sure the Raiders are happy to see that. Broderick drives one deep. Handled there by Larson. Little tap over by Vleem. Raiders are there. Pass set to Brewer. It's into the net. Didn't go over, but the block for the Scoopers was there. Let's give them credit. And back to serve will be Vleem. Front row, you'll have the setter, LeBeau, who's done a nice job. Macy Davis goes low. May goes low, gets that one. Good kill attempt by Brewer, handled by Vleem. Rolled over. Sid Squishwathan. Montague And a kill attempt off the block touch for number 15 of the Raiders. 22-11, Raiders lead. Back to serve is number 15. And we're working on a name for that young lady. Good serve there, tapped over. Davis is right there. Montague, this time quick set. Larson's there. Storm with the hit. Sid Squishwathan, great dig attempt. Raiders. And that goes off the block, and that was number 6, Molly Fisher, the sophomore, that had that kill for the Raiders. So the Raiders substituting. 23-11 Raiders. Good serve. Great job by Larson to get that one. Has free ball for the Raiders. Montague, quick set to Beer, off the block and down. Set point for the Raiders. And Jessa Griswold is number 15 for the Raiders. Not sure why Jessa isn't on my sheet. She has been before. Good serve there by Jessa. Set. It's back behind the Scoopers, and they just can't get it behind the net. It was behind Felstad, and she had no chance. Set 1 goes to the Raiders. 25-11. We'll be right back for set 2 after these words from our sponsors. You're following Raider Volleyball on GoRaidersLive.com, LiveTicket.tv. You can also search YouTube, Stevens Raiders.
Now that we're in the final quarter of the year, it's time to start thinking about the 2022 tax year. W-2s and 1099s are scheduled to be out in January, but don't worry, Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping Services has you covered. They stay on top of the ever-changing tax laws impacting small businesses and corporations. Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping has your best interests at heart. Don't wait until the last minute. Get a head start on your 2022 taxes. Call Jennifer Young or go to jenniferyoungsbookkeeping.com or find her on Facebook.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We're back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium on Military Appreciation Night. Once again, want to thank South Dakota Army National Guard for presenting the colors, and Ann Deckert and the Rapid City Stevens Choir for a beautiful rendition of our Star Spangled Banner. We're back here to set 2. Raiders take set 1, 25-11. Opening to serve for the Scoopers is number 1, sophomore Danica DeShock. It's a good one. Brewer handles it. Sid Squishwathan to Broderick. Broderick, kill attempt, and off of the dig attempt by Storm, out of bounds. Raiders open up set 2 with the lead, and they'll send junior setter Aspen Montague back. She drives a good one, handled there by Storm. Good set there by LeBeau. Good kill attempt. The Raiders are there. Montague. Davis has to pass it to Wathen. Wathen blocked, but Davis is right there. A tip, and that time the tip of number 8, Emmy Sargent, did a great job, the 5'10 senior, of just positioning that away from the Raiders, finding the campfire, and Scoopers side out, and going back to serve will be sophomore Leah Long. Little running jumper for her. It's a good one. Davis handles it. Montague at the set. That time, Avery Krause is turned back by the block of the Scoopers, and that was Vleem and Sargent. Long, another good one, handled this time by Brewer. Montague, back set, and just a little dump over by Wathen. Scoopers handle it. They push that one over. Wathen back set to Brewer. Brewer, kill attempt. Vleem is there. They wind up. Brewer's there. Montague at the set. Sid Squish Wathen. That time rolls it over, and we're going to have 2 hits and a lift. Actually, a lift called. And I think that was Vleem trying to just pick that one up as it got into her body. Sid Squish Wathen, the senior, number 3, steps behind the line for the Raiders. Running jumper. It's a good one. Push the Scoopers back. Handled by Sargent. Sargent just pushes that over. Montague. Davis. Sets Krause. Krause. Sturgis keeps it alive. Roll it over. Wathen, great pass. Directed it right to Montague. Good set to Krause, but again, Vleem is there. So Vleem is tracking the Raider hitters and reading the sets pretty well and has amassed at least 3, if not 4 blocks tonight. Vleem will serve. The 6'1 sophomore. Good serve. That time Broderick. Quick set. Kind of a gap play with the reverse set, and Broderick winds up. Good approach. Puts that one down. The sophomore, number 2, the regulator. Reagan Broderick will step behind the line to serve. She'll start at the letters. And walk up, a little jumper. Drives this one deep. Handled by Long. Storm, but that's way out of bounds. So good setup, good progression by the Scoopers. Storm just put a little too much on that one. Broderick steps behind the line again. Gives it another solid shot. Long has to go down low. Kill attempt by Sargent turned away. Broderick tries to push that one over. Not there. That one blocked. Hangs on the top of the net. Set by Larson. Blocked again. Just pushed over. Krause is there. Montague, back set. Wathen, handled by Larson. Larson from the back row. Libero almost gets a kill. Raiders keep it alive. Brewer rolls that one over. Montague. Broderick with the set to Brewer. And handled by the Scoopers. Storm. And this one off the block touch of number 4, Addison Benson, who got there. Tried to push her hands out, tried to push that block, just couldn't get there quick enough, and the kill by Storm goes down. We're tied at 4. Larson with the serve. Good one, drives Davis back, handles it. Montague, Brewer, and that one's turned away or into the net. I'm not sure that one went over. Either way, it's a Sturgis point, and they lead by 1. And the junior libero, Hayden Larson, will continue to serve. Good one, handled by Sid Squish Wathen. Montague, back set, Krause. Krause has to reroute, gets it over, recycles this one, and that goes out. So good job, great job there by junior number 5, Avery Krause. Had to reroute as she was taking off just to get that ball over, recycled the ball, and it ended up leading into an error by the Scoopers and a side out for the Raiders. Krause drives one, good serve. Oh, unlucky there, the top of the net. Thought that one might roll the other way. Does not. Side out Scoopers, 6-5, set 2. They trail 1-0 here as the junior Ellie Storm gets set to serve for the Scoopers. Storm drives one long, handled by Davis. Williams passed and rolled over by the Raiders. Free ball for the Raiders. Sid Squishwathan. Montague backs up. Benson. Good job there with the little slide play. Didn't quite get all the power off one leg. And then DeShock, very smart, knowing the taller block was in front of her, just rolled that one over the top of the block, and it drops down. Scoopers now with a 2-point lead, and serving as junior, Ellie Storm. From the stand, good serve. Sid Squishwathan, great job. Brewer, block touch kill out of bounds. Side out for the Raiders. Timely there by the experienced senior multi-sport athlete. Also a state place winner in the javelin and track and field. Brewer with the good serve. Push the Storm back really close to the net. That's Thurman tries to get that out. That's number 12, Avery Thurman. Quick set. Again, Benson tries to get it over. Can't. Davis is there on the quick tap. Back row set to Brewer. Handled this time by Larson. Thurman again close to the net. Free ball Raiders. Davis. Montague. Wathan. Point. Wathan looked like she was going to go up and waited and then just tipped that ball over the block. Great job there by Wathan of reading the defense. Brianna Bree Brewer drives one deep and too deep this time. That'll go out of bounds for a service error. Side out to the Scoopers. And stepping behind the line for the Scoopers as they have substitutions here. LeBeau coming in. She'll drive one. And ace. Williamson got down but couldn't handle that one. And an ace for the Scoopers. And junior setter McKenna LeBeau will step behind the line again with a 2-point lead. Also coming in for the Scoopers is number 10 freshman Piper Ratch. LeBeau, another good one. This time Williamson handles it nicely. Benson that time off one leg, but the block touch by Bleem keeps it alive. Free ball for the Raiders. Montague, Wathan, off the block touch of Bleem, keeps it alive. Left-handed hit by Ratch. Almost got the Raiders off guard. Brewer from the back row, but it goes into the net. And she wants that one back, but 3-point lead for the Scoopers here. And LeBeau has a nice little serving streak going. She drives another one deep, handled by Williamson. Montague. A lot of good block touch here by the Scoopers, keeping these points alive. And that block touch for the Raiders goes off of Montague out of bounds. It's 11-7 Scoopers. It's not that the Raiders are not playing okay. It's just the Scoopers have really picked up their blocking, pushing their hands more towards the net, and they're getting a lot of block touches. That one goes into the net for LeBeau. And that'll be a side out for the Raiders, and junior libero Macy Davis will go over to serve. She drives one. It's going to fall. Storm, LeBeau, Bleem, Brewer's there. Montague, Wathan had to reroute her steps, her approach. She slowed that down. LeBeau into the net, but turned back by Reagan, the regulator Broderick. And the Raiders and Reagan Broderick push their hands in that and get a needed block. Another good serve by Davis. Larson handles it. Put up. It's an overpass. Montague takes a swipe at it. Another shot there. LeBeau, left-handed. Ratch really close to the net, and she'll just dump it over, and it'll fall. Bleem saw that Montague was going to do a second touch attempt to score, and she did, and just went off of the outstretched hand. Davis drives one, and Larson plays it nicely. LeBeau has to keep it alive to shock. Free ball Raiders. Williamson close to the net. Quick set, and Broderick comes down and then pushes it over. This could be good for the Scoopers. Davis keeps it alive. A joust at the net. Still going Davis. Montague. The slide attempt. Broderick just has to dig it over. Recycle that. Shock with the block. And we're going to have 4 hits as it didn't go over the kill attempt of the left-handed number 10 freshman Piper Ratch. gave it a good whack, but it just doesn't go over. Tied up, 11-11. Davis with drives one. Good serve. Handled nicely by Storm, but then miscommunication between LeBeau and Larson. Unlucky there because both players were there. And that will fall. 12-11 Raiders. And this service run by junior libero Macy Maymay Davis has really got the Raiders going. In for the Scoopers is number 14. We'll get a number there. That one's out on that kill attempt by the Sturgis. Another point Raiders. Davis drives another serve deep, and it's off the hands of number 14. Ace Raiders, Ace Davis, Macy Maymay Davis. Number 1, the junior libero, really having a good service set here. Another little running jumper drives this one. This one looked like it was going to be out, but it had a drop ball, had to be played. Vleem tries to hit it from well beyond the 10-foot line, and that one goes in the net. 15-11. Head coach Timmy Lewis has seen enough. She'll take a timeout. You are following Raider Volleyball on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv. We'll be right back.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
We're back at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. The student crowd, it's a good one, doing a cheer, and they were pretty loud. That one is out by Davis. Looked like there was going to be a touch. No touch called. And a great service run to get the Raiders up by 3. Ends there for Macy Maymay Davis. And back behind the line for the Scoopers, the sophomore, number 1, and the hitter, Danica DeShock. She's a good one. Drives Brewer back. Montague, quick set. Broderick taps it over. That time the left-handed kill was timed right, and a great set by junior setter McKenna LeBeau, feeding the freshman Piper Ratch, who's got some ups, and she got on top of that ball and drove it down. Point Scoopers. They trail by 2. Set 2. They trail 1-0. DeShock with a little running jumper gets in there. And that time, second touch kill for the savvy setter, Aspen Montague. And Sargent tried, but just couldn't get that ball up. 16-13 Raiders. Number 11, the junior setter, Aspen Montague. Hops up, puts that one over. Handled. Set. Vleem takes a whack at it. Davis is there. Montague tracks the ball out. Brewer rolls it over from the back row. Larson dives to get it. LeBeau. It goes into the net off the kill attempt of Sargent. 17-13 Raiders. Montague floats one up. Handled nicely by Larson. Sargent, and a left-handed hit. This time by Ratch was handled by the Raiders. Wathen rolls it over. Sid Squish Wathen with a good kill attempt. Surge is there. Macy Maymay Davis having a great night. Gets down and gets that one. Wathen, kill attempt. Larson is there. Tapped over. Wathen keeps it alive. Back set to Kraus. LeBeau is there. Larson will set. Ratch, she'll tap it over. Davis is there. Montague, back row set to Brewer. Larson keeps it alive. LeBeau, this time blocked in the net and goes down. The kill for Emmy Sargent. The block was there, but didn't push the ball back over the net. It falls on the Raider side. Side out and point to the Scoopers. It's 17-14 Raiders with sophomore Leah Long back to serve for the Scoopers. She'll start at the bottom of the letters and a little running jumper. It's a good drive serve. Davis handles it. Brewer has to pass set. Kraus is there. Handled by Sargent. Back set. Storm blocked. She keeps it alive. Rolled over. Free ball Raiders. Davis sets Kraus. Kraus blocked by Vleem and Sargent. Looked like Sargent got more of that. Point Scoopers. 17-15. Really good action here in set two. Both teams really stepping up the defense. Davis gets down low. Back set. Wathen handled by Larson. Way to stay alive there. Sargent tries to roll it over. Does. Popped up. They're going to say no. A lift by Kraus, who just tried to keep that one alive. Scoopers have pulled within one, set two. Raiders lead 1-0. Long drives another one. Davis handles it. Montague to Wathen. Long. LeBeau. Brewer. Davis. Wathen cuts this one. What a cut shot. Took some speed off of it. Hit the side of block. Knew Vleem was there, the 6'1" middle, and great cut shot there by Sid Squish Wathen. She'll go to serve. Number 3, the senior. Good serve. Drives it back. Could have been a double hit. They don't call it. Aspen Montague with the set, and Brewer with the kill down. Number 3, senior Sid Squish Wathen will go back behind the line again for this Raiders. She's been a staple of serving consistency for the Raiders all her years. Almost a free ball, but no, it goes in the net. Sturgis had problems there handling the serve of Wathen. They won't credit an ace, but it definitely messed things up. Sid Squish Wathen drives one. Handled better by the Scoopers this time. Kill attempt is there, and a good job by Sargent. So after not being able to get over the net, Sargent, with a great approach off of a very good set by McKenna LeBeau, kill for the Scoopers, and a side out. At any rate, Raiders are first to 20 here in set two. Vleem. Davis goes low. Montague over to Brewer, and that's a kill off of the block, down to the floor. 21-17 Raiders. We will do our best to try to give you some scores from another good one across town. The Class A St. Thomas More Cavaliers are hosting the Rapid City Christian Comets. We'll try to get some score updates. Reagan, the regulator Broderick, drives this one deep. Montague. Sid Squish Wathen and Brewer. But this time, great job by Sargent. Push deep. Wathen is there. Benson keeps it alive. Great job by the middle. Kraus rolls it over. And Montague will have to put it. Wathen will set Brewer. Brewer off the block touch and down. Both teams scrappy there, scrambling for the ball. 22-17. Raiders lead. Brewer comes out. And it looks like that's going to be Erica Goose Clough coming in, the sophomore hitter. Reagan, the regulator Broderick, number 2, the sophomore, the good serve. Back set to Larson. Sid Squish Wathen's there. Montague to Goose. Goose, kill attempt, handled. Larson pushes this one, but into the net and down. And that's going to be 23-17 Raiders. Sophomore, number 2, Reagan, the regulator Broderick with another. Nope, that one's just wide. Tried to paint that line. It was close, but just wide for the sophomore. Side out Scoopers. Number 3, the libero for Sturgis, Hayden Larson Jr. will serve. A little running jumper. Short. Kraus is there off of Wathen. Montague gets it over. Free ball for the Scoopers. DeShock with the kill. Blocked. And point for the Raiders. 4 hits. Didn't go over. Set point Raiders. Number 5, the junior, Avery Aves Kraus. Set behind the line to serve this one out for the Raiders. Walks up, little hop, drop, drives it deep. Storm handles it. Thurman, Storm. Kraus is there. Montague sets Clough. Clough just dumps it over. Larson, Storm. Squishwathan's there. Montague. Benson off of 2 feet will hit that one. Good attempt. Free ball the Raiders. Clough. Montague. To Wathan. High in the air. Kept alive. Larson keeps it alive. Storm gets it over. Kraus. Montague. Quick set. Benson. Handled by Larson. Thurman. To Shock. And that'll go down for the Scoopers. They're hanging in there. To Shock. Hit high hands in that one, and that ball fell where there were no Raiders. The junior Ellie Storm, outside hitter, will serve for the Scoopers. That hits the top of the tape. Williamson tries to keep it alive, can't do it. And Sturgis moves a point closer, 24-20, down to 4 set points for the Raiders. They had 6. Scoopers fighting back here. Storm drives one. Macy Mamie Davis handles it. Montague, quick set to Benson. Benson handled nicely by Thurman. Larson has to run and get it to Shock into the net. Set 2 to the Raiders. 25-20. We have an initial score in set 1. St. Thomas More 17, Rapid City Christian 9. We'll be right back to bring you set 3 after these words from our sponsors. You're following Raider Volleyball on GoRaidersLive.com.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
We are back and ready to go for set 3. Raiders lead 2-0. Junior setter Aspen Montague gets this one started. Handled by DeShock. Larson tipped over by Ratch. Popped up by Montague, just pushed over by Brewer. Free ball for the Scoopers. LeBeau, tip. Sid Squishwathan, great hustle. Back row kill attempt. Brewer high in the air. LeBeau right by the net and pushed over. That time an overpass dump there by Avery Aves Kraus, the junior, number 5 for the Raiders. Montague behind the line again for the Raiders. She'll drive one. The Shock plays it. No Scoopers are there. Montague did a great job of painting the line. Vlee moved to the middle to get in rotation. LeBeau came over, but not quick enough. And the pass wasn't able to get over. Montague serves 2-0 Raiders. Aspen Montague, another good serve driving it. Handled by DeShock. LeBeau to shock. Good approach. Turned back by a combination block of Broderick and Krause. Avery Aves Krause and Reagan, the regulator. Broderick. Great combination block and teamwork defensively by the Raiders. And DeShock had a good look at it after a good set. So it was a good progression by Sturgis. Just a better defensive play. Montague. DeShock, nice pass. Another attempt. This time just dumped over. Almost had Montague. Davis just has to roll this one over. Storm keeps it alive. That one's long after the kill attempt of freshman number 10, Piper Ratch. Good set by McKenna LeBeau. Just missed time by Ratch. And Scooper head coach Timmy Lewis will take an early timeout, 4-0 Raiders. We will be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers is a trusted real estate advisor in the Black Hills. She brings precision, dedication, and clear communication to every transaction. Melissa focuses on service, not sales, always putting her clients first. She's also passionate about supporting local youth activities, helping to strengthen communities and build a brighter future for our kids. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Melissa is here to guide you every step of the way. Stop in or call Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers today.
We're back. Junior setter, number 11, Aspen Montague. Walk up, little jumper, good serve. The Shock handles it again. LeBeau, this time Vlieb, good hit on it, and a kill. So a good timeout by Sturgis head coach Timmy Lewis and called the right play. Vlieb put that one down with some authority. Side out to the Scoopers, and serving will be sophomore, number 1, Danica DeShock. She'll walk up with a little hop jumper. Good one. Sid Squishwathan, Montague, Krause, and down. It's been hard, tough pickings there for Krause tonight. That time, great approach off a great set. And she got on top of that ball and drove it down the line for a good kill. 5-1, Sid Squishwathan, the senior. Serves. This one goes high off of Sargent. Larson keeps it in. Sargent will try to roll it over. He does. Brewer, Montague, quick set Broderick. Handled by Larson. Kept alive by Sargent, but that one's into the side antenna, and that'll be a point for the Raiders. Senior number 3, Sid Squishwathan. Steps behind the line for the Raiders. Little jumper. Drives this one long. Rare service error for the senior, 6'2", Scoopers on a side out. Long will come in, and she'll serve. Number 6, sophomore Leah Long for the Scoopers. Steps behind the line, trailing by 4. Good one, drives Sid Squishwathan back. Montague, quick set. Brewer with the kill, and block was there. Not sure it got over that anyway, but at any rate, the combination block of Vleem and Storm was right there. Good job by that combination defensively. Short hits the tape, and fortuitous roll for the Scoopers and Leah Long. And that's volleyball. Momentum swing. 4-point lead, just like that, is 2 behind the serving of sophomore Leah Long and the Scoopers. Drives another good one. Brewer handles this one. Montague backsets Krause. Krause kill. Looked like there might have been a touch as well, but it's going to be point Raiders. Down, kill. Initially, the linesman called out and immediately went to down. And it looked like there might have even been a touch. I did not see the mechanic of the other lines person. Reagan, the regulator, Broderick with a good short serve, handled by Sargent. And turned away by the Raiders. Combination block. Brewer and number 14, Mackenzie Mack Schreiber. The Mack attack. The sophomore, Reagan, the regulator Broderick, serve. She'll drive one, and it's out of bounds. just out of bounds. 8-5 Raiders now after that side out. Raiders will have Brewer, Schreiber, and Montague in the front. Wathen, Davis, and Kraus in the back. Good serve. Davis goes low to handle it. Montague, back set, Kraus. She has to reroute. Good job by Larson. It's short. Played up by Schreiber. Montague, back set to Wathen. Larson gets down and gets that one. Good job by LeBeau. Head over by Sargent. Wathen has to keep it alive. Brewer with the kill attempt, and it's good. What a great effort by number 3. Was a libero in former years for the Raiders. Sidney squished Wathen to keep that alive. Davis with the pass set, and Brewer, the 10-foot line kill. 9-5 Raiders. Josie Williamson, the junior. Number 7 will check in for the Raiders. She'll serve and be in the back row with Sid Squish Wathen and Macy May Davis. Good serve. Oh, just hit the top of the net and rolled down into the net. Unlucky there for the junior, Williamson. Hayden Larson, the junior libero, will serve for the Scoopers. A little running jumper, drives it. Good one. Davis misplays it. Brewer tries to get it up and over. Can't. Ace for Larson and the Scoopers. They trail by 2. Hanging around here. Set 3. They're down 2-0. Larson, little running jumper again. This one's short. Schreiber is there. Montague quick sets it. Finds the campfire. Shrugs her shoulders like had to try it. Just like that. 10-7 Raiders off the savvy play by the setter. Now behind the line for the Raiders is senior number 10, Brianna Bree Brewer. She drives one. Deep, good serve. Larson handles it. Thurman pushed over by the Scoopers, and there was a hole in the defense there for the Raiders. Charlotte Felstad with the kill. She just pushed that to where there were no Raiders, and that's a big side out for the Scoopers, 10-8. And junior Ellie Storm will go back behind the line for the Scoopers. She's had a good service night. Sid Squish Wathen, Montague, Schreiber, kill attempt, handled by Storm. Just pushed over by Ratch. Montague hustles to pass set it. Wathen rolls it over. Larson's there. Thurman, DeShock, handled by Brewer. Montague at the set. Wathen, Larson's there again. Thurman, pass set. Just tried to dump over by DeShock. The block was there. She didn't get enough on it. Hits the net. Side out and point Raiders. And Broderick will check back in for Schreiber. And behind the line to serve for the Raiders will be number 1, the junior libero, Macy May Davis. Good knuckleball serve. Handled nicely by Storm. Thurman sets Larson deep. Davis, Montague, quick set. Wathen, nobody there, but we're going to have a net violation. Wathen got into the net. The set was a little close to the net. Wathen got into the net. Raiders are shaking their head like, oh, I want that one back. And so that's a 2-point swing there. Instead of being 12-8, it's 11-9. Side out to the Scoopers, and coming in to serve is the junior setter who went on a nice service run in set 2. That's McKenna LeBeau. She'll walk up and drive this one to the floor. Good serve, handled by Brewer. Montague, Sid Squish Wathen, off hands. She's right there. Quick back set. Broderick just pushes it, returns the favor that Felstad did, and just pushes it to where there's no Scoopers. Point side out Raiders. 12-9. Coming into for the Raiders is number 22. And I will try to get a name for that player. Larson handles it. LeBeau tapped over by Vleen. Davis will back set Brewer. Brewer drives this one. Storm is there. LeBeau back set Ratch. Ratch blocked. Keeps it alive. And no, it's going to be a lift on the freshman Ratch. She didn't have much choice. The ball was right into her. 13-9 Raiders. Aspen Montague to serve. Little running jumper, drives one deep. Larson has to play it. LeBeau there, and a nice kill down the line by number 1, Danica DeShock. Great set there by McKenna LeBeau, and a better kill by the sophomore Danica DeShock. put a laser down the line. She'll step behind the line to serve for the Scoopers. She has a good one, handled by Bree Brewer. Montague, Killepint by 22. Kept alive by the Scoopers. That's close to the net. Hits the antenna. We're going to get a wave of the flags, and 14-10 Raiders. It'll side right back out. And the senior steady server, number 3, Sid Squish Wathen. Run up, hop, push this one deep. Played by Storm. The bow. Vleem with the good kill attempt. Macy May Davis is there. Sid Squish Wathen tracks it down. Brewer rolls it over the top. Sargent with the kill attempt. Sid Squish Wathen. Montague. Brewer. Nice job by Larson getting up, keeping up. LeBeau is there. Block is there, but Brewer handles it. Back row kill by Wathen. It's down. Back row kill. Quick set to Wathen. Sid Squish Wathen with a kill behind the 10-foot line. She'll serve. Raiders 15-10. Sid Squish Wathen drives this one. Knuckleball. Handled nicely by Sargent. LeBeau, Sargent, and down. Great job there. Boy, what a point there for Sargent. Emmy Sargent, the senior. Great pass, and then took advantage of a nice set of LeBeau, putting that one down the line. And that'll bring in number 6, Leah Long, the sophomore, to serve for the Scoopers. She'll drive one. Davis handles it. Montague has to pass it to Brewer. Brewer rolls it over. LeBeau's there. Long's there. Free ball, Raiders. Sid Squish Wathen, Montague. Brewer has to push it and down. Boy, the athleticism of Brianna Bree Brewer there. She's not the tallest player in the world, but she hung in the air and just waited to see where the defense wasn't and pushed it in that area. Fantastic play. 16-11, the sophomore, number 2, Reagan, the regulator. Broderick with the serve. She drives one, and an ace through the hands of Sargent. 17-11 now, Raiders. They start to open this one up. Broderick will start at the letters. The sophomore walk up, drive another one deep. Larson plays it nicely. LeBeau, good set. Vleem, tip over. Raiders are there. Schreiber keeps it up. Brewer, down! What a great effort by number 22 of the Raiders. I wish I had a name. Kept that one up. Schreiber, who's playing front row, just became a volleyball player and had a good set for Brianna Brewer. And she left a vapor trail. Got on top of that one, put it down. Broderick, run, drives this one. Overpass attempt, no. Schreiber will back up, play it, set, back set. And block touch out of bounds, Raiders. There's going to say no. I'm not quite sure what that call was, unless it hit a Raider on the way out. Might have hit the Raider player on the way out, which could have. The students are standing up right in front of us, so we can't see. Vleem with the serve. At any rate, it's 18-12. Vleem with the serve. Schreiber says, we'll take that one back. McKenzie, Mack, Schreiber with the Mack attack off of a nice set of Montague. And she, with authority, gets that side out. And the ball goes right back to the Raiders, 19-12. Junior Josie Williamson will go behind the line for the Raiders. Williamson with the nice serve. Thurman keeps it up. Sargent rolls it over. Williamson is there. Great job. Brewer off the block. Touchdown. Raiders first to 20. Great series there at that point. A scrambling by the junior defensive specialist, number 7, Josie Williamson. A lot of scrambling to keep that ball alive, and the Raiders get the kill. Larson, Thurman, Sargent just taps that one over, and that time Williamson can't get there. Smart play by the senior Emmy Sargent. 2013 Raiders. Hayden Larson, number 3, the libero for the Scoopers. Good serve. Sid Squish Wathen goes down low, gets it. Montague. Schreiber just has to tap it over, recycle this ball. Long. It's going to be free ball. Off the shot. Wathen. Another quick touch. Block. Davis is there. Nope. They're going to call 4. And not sure where the 4 came from. But again, I'm not right by the net. At any rate, the up official called it. 2014 Scoopers. Larson with another good serve. Montague sets Wathen. Larson is there. Thurman to Shock. Sid Squish. Wathen goes down low, gets that one. Montague set. Brewer. Larson overpass. Push down. Overpass dump there by Brewer. Timed it just right. She hit her kill attempt with so much force. Scoopers got to it, but it just came back as a line drive, and Brianna Brewer just poached the net and drove it down. 21-14. The senior serves. Great serve there. Storm. Thurman. Tapped over by number 7, Charlotte Felstad. The senior will earn a kill. And Storm, the junior Storm, will go back to serve for the Raiders. Excuse me, for the Scoopers. Storm for the Scoopers. That one goes off, and a lift by Schreiber. The pass from Davis was an error, and a line drive to Max Schreiber, and she did all she could to get a hand on it, but there was a lift. 21-16. Scoopers not going away. Storm for the Scoopers. She drives it deep. Davis. Montague. Quick set. Schreiber tips it over. Larson dives to get it. Thurman up. DeShock into the block. Off the block touch. Point Scoopers. Junior Ellie Storm will serve. Puts it in. Davis handles this one better. Montague. Wathen off the block touch down for the Raiders. Side out Raiders. Point Raiders. 22-17. Going to serve for the Raiders is going to be number 1, Macy May Davis. Davis will start at the letters. Walk up. Jump serve. Good. Oh, no. There was no whistle called. There were substitutions. So right as Sturgis was calling a timeout, the Raiders served it. And the up official, Brett Distel, is not happy and shakes his head in response. It was a mistake by a high school kid, and everybody's still here. So we will come back after this timeout. Raiders up 5 in set 3. You're following Raider Volleyball on GoRaidersLive.com.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
We're back out of the timeout. Macy May Davis will, I'm sure, make sure that she hears the whistle. Macy smiles, bigger person, and drives this one. Handled by Larson. Thurman. Good kill attempt. Brewer is there for the dig. Just pushed over. Raiders are there. Get it over. Thurman sets. Pushed over by Ratch. Brewer. Montague. And that one's blocked by Ratch. And Felstead blocked the kill attempt of number 6 sophomore Molly Fisher, who's now in for the Raiders. 22-18. And coming back to serve is McKenna LeBeau. Good server for the Scoopers. Remember, she had a good service run last set. Brewer. Montague. Quick set. Broderick. Handle, but no. Out in the rotation, no one got to the pass of Larson. That one falls unlucky for the Scoopers. 23-18 Raiders. Junior setter, number 11, Sydney Montague will serve. Good one. Larson handles it. LeBeau. DeShock. Kill. Good kill through the block there. Hit through the block off of Kraus and Broderick. And DeShock will go behind the line to serve for the Scoopers. They trail by 4 in set 3, down 2-0 on Military Appreciation Night here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. Into the net by Brewer. Good pass by Molly Fisher, who had to pass that in the second touch, and Brewer just couldn't get it over the net. DeShock, good serve. Montague pushed over by Broderick and touched by Storm, but no Scoopers could track it down. Match point for the Raiders. They'll have 3 match points. As Molly Fisher had a nice pass there, and then the quick set, and Broderick just pushed it over. Defense wasn't ready. Sid Squish-Wathen tries to close this one out. Good serve. Sargent, the bow. Sargent tapped over. Brewer, Montague. Nope, we're going to have the Scoopers are in the net. Vleem was in the net, and that's going to do it here. The Raiders will take set 3, the same score as set 2, 25-20. So on Military Appreciation Night, the Raiders defeat the Scoopers in 3 sets. Set scores 25-11, 25-20, 25-20. And the Raiders will look to gear up for some huge upcoming games they have. On November 5th, they travel to Spearfish to take on the Spartans, who are ranked 7 and fared the same in the East-West tournament as the Raiders did. So that looks like to be a very good matchup there. And that will be on Live Ticket TV from the Spearfish crew and production crew up there, and Dalton in the game. And then on November 8th and 9th, the Raiders host Sioux Falls, Washington, and Sioux Falls, Lincoln. With the matchup against Sioux Falls, Lincoln will be another key matchup as we wind down the season and look to finalize the power rankings. So on Military Appreciation Night, once again, we want to thank the South Dakota Army National Guard for presenting the colors, the Stevens Choir for singing the national anthem, and the Raider Volleyball program for recognizing military service for all those that are currently serving, those that have served in the past, and those that plan to serve in the future. That'll do it for us from Carroll Higher. We'll see you next time.